Hi everyone, it's Jo at Cloth Bums here, and in today's video we are going to look at the brand new nappy from Cloth Club. This is a brand new brand with a brand new nappy coming out. They are an Aussie brand and the nappy is being released on the 17th of May, both in Australia and in the UK. So the first thing I want to talk about before I even start talking about the nappy is the tag that comes with it. First off, I love that the tag snaps onto an actual snap rather than being tied on with a piece of string. So this just snaps on here. So it goes there. And what I really like is at the back of this, if you are sending this nappy into childcare, this is a little diagram where you can mark which settings you need the nappy to be on for the childcare to get the greatest fit. So I really, really like this. And it also has a little "this belongs to." It's really, really cute. So I wanted to make sure I got that in before I forgot about the tag. Looking at the actual nappy itself, it is a one size, like one size fits most. It says from 2.5 kilos to 14 kilos, I think. Yes, it does. So that's about 7 pounds-ish up. So some newborns to get into it, and some might have to wait a little bit. It has got 1, 2, 3, 4 rise settings, and it is popper fastening to the waist. You have got two rows of poppers here, and the wing tab configuration is 1, 2, 3 poppers in triangle with the waist fastener at the lower position and not the higher position. Really nice design on the wing tabs. I really, really like that. And we're going to take a bit of a closer look at the wrap itself. So the all-in-two, it snaps out. Most similar thing that I can think of is that it's like a Mother-Ease duo, so it snaps into the wrap with these poppers here, and we'll look at the insert in a little bit. But I wanted to say, first off, look at this tummy panel. This inner tummy panel is just really nice and generous, as is the back panel. Really, again, nice and generous to get a lovely fit and to make sure that you don't get any leaking out of there. The back elastic here is nice and thick. It's not very, very thin, and it's also just a really nice stretch. This is going to be really comfortable on your baby. It's not that thin elastic that's going to dig in at the back. Really nice, comfortable, thick waistband there. The wrap itself, the PUL, it's actually 2 layers. I'm going to pull those apart. So 1 layer here, 1 layer here. So it's 2 layers, giving you really, really, really sturdy, good quality use. A lot of wraps only have the 1 layer, and you can see all the inner poppers on the inside, but you can't see those here. They've been hidden away. The front of the wrap has 3 popper fastenings. So here, this is the corner where the insert fastens in. This is the corner where the insert fastens in. And at the moment, you've got a popper inside the wrap, which doesn't correspond to the existing insert. So I can only imagine that boosters are going to be coming out, and that is where they will go. But it does mean that you could use this wrap with any insert that you've got that has a central popper. So you could just use this with something else. And because of the design of the wrap, if your inserts are still drying on the line, there is no reason why you couldn't just pad fold a flat or a pre-fold in here, and it would just work really wonderfully. It's just really, really nice. And the actual back panel itself is elasticated. A lot of times this is just left open, whereas this is elasticated to get a really, really nice fit. So really thought about the details here. Inside the back of it, again, you've got those poppers here and here. So this is where the insert fastens into the nappy and is really snug and secure. So once that's fastened in, it's not going to come out. You don't need to worry about bits and pieces flapping about. The wrap, it just looks really, really nice. And when I looked at it, I wondered, because Aussie style nappies tend to be quite pant style, tend to be quite slim, so I wanted to hold it up against some different types of nappy to give you an idea of the sizing. So here I've got a really common birth to potty pocket nappy, one size UK brand, so something that people will be really, really used to here. And I've also got another very popular brand down under their sort of pants style nappy. So we're going to hold up the wraps to compare. So comparing to the UK sort of pretty standard size pocket nappy, you can see that the Cloth Club is a tiny bit smaller. It's not a lot smaller, but it is a tiny bit smaller. And what you can see is that it's definitely not as wide. So if I do it the other way and show you, it's far, far slimmer. So if you've got a slim leg baby or a little gap between their legs, this might be something really worth a try because you're not going to get all that excess material between the thighs. So it is a bit smaller than your standard British birth to potty, but it is not as small as the sort of very popular pants style nappy that does come up quite small. So it is definitely bigger than that, but not as big as a birth to potty. So it is, or a British birth to potty, I should say. So it's a little bit of an in-betweener. I tried this on my nearly 3-year-old and I got it to fit. I also tried it on my 4.5-year-old. And yes, it was a squeeze, it was a push. She's quite slim though, but it did work. So it is going to go up to size with baby. If you are getting it, you don't need to worry that they're going to sort of grow out of it at a year. So this is the wrap, and it feels really great quality. This inner P-well is just absolutely silky smooth. The prints of the wraps are delicious. They are all very delicate, classy prints with just really nice motifs. So this one is gum nuts, which I believe is a very common Australian plant. They've got rabbits, they've got a really cute sort of black gingham print. They've got just lovely, lovely prints, and the prints come in sort of collections of 3, I believe, and they're just so beautiful. I really love a delicate print that's just not in your face and not too much. This absolutely fits the bill. So now I'm going to come and have a look at the insert for the Cloth Club. And again, I always like it when a brand puts their label on their inserts and things. As a librarian, it makes my job a lot easier because the clients can easily see what's supposed to go where. So thank you for that. As I said, it looks the most similar to something like a Mother-Ease Duo, and we'll have a look at the features here. The leg elastic itself, it is elasticated a little bit to get that snugger fit around the legs, help with that containment before the wrap goes on. So it's not a double gusseted wrap, but you do have 2 gussets going around the leg to help with containment. The back is also elasticated because you've got that fantastically elasticated wrap. It would be a shame if this weren't elasticated to go with it. You can see the fixing poppers here. So this is the back, and the fixing poppers here at the front. You can see that there are actually 2 fixing poppers, and what this is for is on the smaller size settings, you would flip that down and fasten the insert on this setting, not this one. So as baby grows, then you would move up, but you would start here. So you can see here it has a panel. So this has got an athletic sort of wicking jersey to the top of it. It has got, I think it's got certified organic hemp. I'm going to just double check that. No, sorry, it's Okotex certified with organic materials, and it is organic cotton. It is 47% hemp inside this insert and 35% organic cotton and 15% polyester, which would be this athletic wicking jersey on the top. On the main part of the insert, you've got athletic wicking jersey and then this organic cotton that runs in 2 layers inside, and then inside you've got this hemp and organic cotton pad inside. I was a little bit concerned when I first saw this. I thought, oh, so many layers. I think it's got 5 layers inside. So many layers of that's going to take it ages and ages and ages to dry. But when I did my pre-washing on one of these in sort of like very rare British sunny day conditions out on the line, it dried in 5 hours. That's fine. And inside, when I re-washed it and it dried inside, again on clothes horse, dried in 9 hours. That's not bad for something that contains hemp. I'll take that. So yeah, really nice feeling insert. When the nappy is down on its smallest settings, it says from 2.5 kilos. So the idea is, from close to or, near newborn. I'm just going to set that down there. What I would say, I'm going to flip that insert popper there and pop it inside. It's rather bulky as the all-in-2 style. However, I've had an idea, and I have what I think would be a nice hack for the smaller setting, actually, to make it a little bit less bulky. So I'm just tucking that in there, and I'm going to snap in at the back. And yeah, once this is fixed in, it's just not popping back out again. I really like that. Sometimes when you get something with just one popper to fix, or just fixings at the front, I don't like it when it flaps about with an all-in-two style. So here we go. This is it on its smallest setting. Smallest rise setting, and the insert has been folded, but it's a bit of a squash and a squeeze, and it is quite folded and thick and padded here at the front. I mean, you've got a really generous tummy panel here, but it does feel a bit bulky, and if I do it up on its littlest settings, I think that it would be, even at 2.5 kilos, it would be a bit of a bulky crush, I think. So I'm just setting that there. It is quite bulky. I don't think you would get a newborn in there. However, I have had an idea which requires the use of a nappy nipper, and then I think you might be able to get to use this on a newborn. I will do a separate video, which I will try and put somewhere up there for you to watch, how I think you can hack this to actually make it really newborn suitable, because the wrap itself, I think you could get away with newborn size. So I'm going to make sure you always fold up when you're tucking these, so you tuck the excess material up into that really lovely waist panel here. This itself, I think, yes, you could be able to get that down for a newborn. What I would do is I would probably take the bottom waist fastener on this side with your crossover snaps, take that past the central line there, and then take the other back waist popper here, fasten it into the lower section only, the lower popper, and then yes, I think that actually, look at how tiny that hole can go, and because look at these little leg holes, just absolutely dinky tiny. So yes, you could get away with using this wrap on a newborn, even down on really small size, put a muslin or something inside it, and I think it would work quite nicely. But this insert needs a little bit of a tweak to fit newborn, but I will do a video to show you how. I really like this nappy. It's not very often that I get excited about a new nappy, but a lot of thought has gone into this. I would say when the insert sits inside the wrap, because that wrap is so slimline, I showed you the actual central chassis of the wrap, as it were, is so slim in comparison to that standard one size British pocket that I showed you. I actually wonder if maybe the original design for this was that the wrap would be a little bit wider, because the insert, when it sits inside, it really goes to the same edge. You're going to have to do a little bit of tucking. When you get baby inside, naturally it will tuck a little bit, but you are going to have to maybe just do a little bit of tucking there to ensure a really snug fit. But I really like this nappy. I like the thought that has gone into it. I really think it's going to perform quite well. I'm going to do an absorbency test on it. I just congratulate Cloth Club for really not just doing what everyone else is doing. I really like the fold down for the insert when it's on the smaller settings. As that is, I think that will struggle on newborns, very little ones, but I will show you the hack that I have in mind. I think that if you just get a little bit comfy with using a nappy nipper and use the hack that I'm going to show you in another video, you might actually just about get this from newborn up to potty training. Wouldn't that be a rare thing? Congratulations, Cloth Club. I really love this nappy, and I'm so thankful that you've given some to our library. These are available to hire now.